KDB. That beat is fire. KDB. That beat is fire. KDB. That beat is fire.
Beats Planet.
Oh, Chad, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I remember a long time ago. Long time ago. In July. Let me wipe my sweat before I get going.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
Well, still, remember in July we used to come on the show and be like, hey, man. That was our voice back then because we was, brand new and full of energy and all this shit. We was like, man, I know we ain't got no content to give y'all today, but we gonna make it happen. We gonna figure out something to talk about. You know what I'm talking about? And then when the football season get here, we gonna have something to talk about every single week. Oh, no. Remember that was it?
Yeah.
Hey man, you beat the shit out the Vikings. That's fun. You beat a division opponent on Thanksgiving. Got a lot to talk about there. You know what I mean? Giants playoff team, all that good shit. We have a close game that we won by 35 points, apparently, according to the national media. We played a very close game, winning by 35 points. There's something to talk about there. But boy, I started to look at this docket for the Texans, boy. I ain't got shit for y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. You know how we line up against the Giants, right? Or we have Giants on the docket. I go, you know what? The Giants are a team that we could beat the shit out of. However, we got to respect our opponents. You know what I mean? We roll into like the Bears or something like that. You know, hey, yo, man, hey, yo, look, we should beat the Bears because we the better squad. We go respect our opponents. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Will Steele. We got to respect the Texans, though, right? Like we got to you know?
They're an NFL team, but boy, he's like, hey, Sky, you got to talk about the Texans twice in one day. I don't know. I can do that.
Clarence Hill asked Mike McCarthy, and y'all know Clarence be looking for, you know, he be looking for his answers, man. Clarence be like, well, Mike, you a 17-point favorite. What that mean?
Right.
What you mean? What he probably want Mike McCarthy to say, hey man, we're gonna beat the shit out of the goddamn Houston. Yeah, that's what he want him to say, but Mike can't say that.
No.
Mike gotta give you the answer, man. Mike gotta be, well, you know, is we watch film on Davis Mills. Davis can play, man. You know, Lovie Smith is a dude. I've been having wars with Lovie. I ain't know Lovie Smith was the coach. Didn't he get fired and come back or something?
I think he was in college last year. He got hired this year when they fired.
I thought Lovie was the coach a long time ago. Then he went to Illinois, and then I guess the motherfucker came back. He was like, "Yeah, I've been coaching Lovie Smith for a long man. Lovie dangerous, boy. I remember back in the 05 when he had Hester and them. Lovie was good, and you can see Mike McCarthy just looking for shit to say positive about the Texans, bro. And in real life, I'm not gonna bullshit y'all, man. It ain't much to say.
You still got Madden on.
I'm glitching again. Ain't that a bitch? Oh no. I don't have Madden on. All right, well, get your music ready, man. Get your music ready. We finna be doing this shit again. Hey, come on, let's do it. We're gonna start. I don't have Madden on, but I think I got a general idea of what's going on. Me and you talk about it later. And look, chat, we'll fix this, and it won't happen next week. This will just be a recurring thing.
Okay.
But yes. So yeah, man. You know, me and Will still got to find some good things to say about Lovie Smith. Listen, the phones are unlocked.
The conference has been unlocked.
I'll let y'all talk all day today. I normally cut y'all off, man. I ain't got nothing for you today. But I'm your host, man. Voch Lombardi on Voch Lombardi Live.
You are watching a master at work.
VOCHLOMBARDI. And I'm being point guarded by the best of the business, Master Williams.
Santa Claus on the ceiling. Big Willie chilling. Pinch the Grinch for me in the holiday.
I was on the bomb squad for 10 years.
What's up, Will Steele, man?
Somebody said 144p Voch.
Yo, look. When you asked me, because I'm looking at us right here. When you asked me, yo, Voch, you playing Madden? I just looked at this screen real fast. I'm doing this.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, man, that's enough, man. But yeah, Chad, we're gonna try our best to give you a a solid show today. You know, we're gonna end right at 3:55. Yeah, right at 3:55. Nah, man, fuck that. We content kings. We're gonna figure this out. Listen, I pulled some Mike McCarthy tape. We can talk about many things. If we get into emergency territory, we can start talking about the Cowboys offense. But for the most part, this is about Texans offense versus Cowboys defense. And you know, to be fair, you don't have to be Voch. You don't have to be super scout person to pretty much look at the talent on both sides, to look at the results that you get from the Texans and the results that you get from the Cowboys, and put both those teams together and to kind of see what you'll possibly get. The Cowboys take the ball away. The Texans give the ball away. The Texans are a team that's going to lean on, Dameon Pierce. He's probably their best player. Shouts out to him. He's a good player, but we've run into teams like that with better versions of this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like we just played the Giants, which is a better version of this. You know what I mean? So, hey, Nico Collins would be a fifth receiver here or something like that. Will still, you know what I mean? I ain't talking great because our receiver core ain't great, but like Brandon Cooks is a guy. He don't even want to be over there. Brandon Cooks might drop the ball on purpose when he go out there. You know what I mean? It's a collection of dudes that we may have heard of before, but they're wide receiver by committee For real, for real. They got Dameon Pierce. Then they got Davis Mills playing quarterback. I'll actually get started with this. They asked Mike McCarthy. They say, Mike McCarthy, you know, it's I think I got the question here. Hold on.
Oh,
No. Okay, cool. I don't have a question. But they asked, they say, Mike McCarthy, so Davis Mills is going to be starting and not Kyle Allen. You know, what changes does Davis Mills present to you? And before Mike answered, I started to say, well, they the same dude to me. But Mike can't say that. You know what I mean? So here's Mike McCarthy trying to explain the difference between Davis Mills and Kyle Allen.
I mean, Kellen's, extremely talented. I mean, he's done some really good things on special teams. I mean, he's, we
Actually, I take that back because I forgot to load my sounds into my soundboard. So so this is what we're gonna do. We actually gonna get Queen on the phone while I'm uploading my sounds to my soundboard,
Okay.
and then we're going to talk about what Mike McCarthy said about Davis Mills and them. What's up, Queen?
I feel monkey's ass. You got me first. Ain't that something?
Yo, Queen, let me tell you something. I be hearing you call in the Will Steele show in the morning. You be talking sweet to him. Your voice change when you talk to him. You know, I get a little jealous, Queen. What's going on with
Simmer down.
What do you mean, Voch?
Okay, never mind. That's the exact voice you use, so I'm gonna calm down there. You know what I'm saying? Long as you're using that voice for me, it's fine.
She got this. Don't she got the sweetest little voice, and then the next thing you know, and if Kellen don't get his little nuts, and he don't. Oh shit,
Queen, we sorry.
Yeah,
We sorry. Go ahead,
I'm so
Queen.
glad he got some, cause honey, you know how when they you have them all the time, and that's how they get you to marry them. They, always looking in the right spot, looking in the right spot. Now they turn around and want to get jazzy and play around with it and everything.
With what?
Make it go down 100. Bitch turn cold.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
That's Kellen Moore when he calling his plays.
That's Kelly. Yep. That's exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Kelly. Yep. Ooh,
Yeah, he be running. He be running the ball.
Right.
Or he starts out throwing like he's crazy.
Right.
And when Mike McCarthy probably give him that damn look.
Mm-hmm. And then what?
You better get this right.
Right.
And then he, start running the ball and doing complimentary football like he's supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sick of him doing that. I'm tired of him going crazy on the cat.
On the who?
On the cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Crazy on the cat.
Yeah.
When he get excited because that's why we lost. That's why we lost Tampa Bay game, and that's why we lost Green Bay.
So listen, Queen, what you think we're gonna do versus the Texans though? You don't think that Kellen's gonna have a bad game versus the Texans, do you?
I just hope. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be. If he don't stay in the right spot, honey, y'all are gonna be totally disappointed with this Texas game. I'm not saying that we're gonna lose, but how he is, since he probably already has it in his head that we are the superior team, which we are. He's probably gonna want to start throwing the ball all over the place, and get us in a bad position.
Yeah. Well, Queen. Go ahead, please. I'll let you finish. Go ahead, please. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I don't put it past him to do that. And so, we still gotta keep our foot on Kellen's neck.
Right.
At all times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And how about Mike McCarthy straighten Gary Jones the other day? How about that?
Right. 100%.
Did you hear that?
100%. Mike McCarthy sick of Jerry Jones going out here telling all the news and running his mouth when Mike McCarthy trying to keep secrets. Absolutely. He ain't saying nothing wrong.
Yeah, he done grew some of them balls back, ain't he?
All right, we not. Don't you ask me shit. I don't know about nothing about Mike McCarthy's. I don't know nothing about that.
Well, it sounds. I'm just gonna say it sounds like it from his behavior. It sounds like he grew. Because they unsullied him, and it looks like he's grown those things back, which I didn't know they could grow back, but they've grown back.
They can't. But all right, Queen, I got my sound clips loaded up. We thank you so much for holding us down and blessing us. And whenever you're ready to buy me some shoes, let me know now, Queen. All right?
Get your woman to buy you some shoes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Good call, Queen. Appreciate you. We love you.
Love you too.
Oh man.
She say no. All right, here we go. Now, Mike McCarthy, what you got to say? Not Mike McCarthy, what you got to say? But yes, Davis Mills is the starter now. What do you have to do differently between Davis Mills and Kyle Allen? And Mike McCarthy had this to say.
Yahoo Sports. Lovie Smith mentioned today that Davis Mills will be starting for them at quarterback. Is that something y'all expected the last couple days, and how does that influence game planning?
Prepared for it both ways. So just going back through the video, I understand it, and I think he's obviously someone that we really like coming out of Stanford, and he's got good tape. He has good tape, but there's a lot of good things, and they're a traditional West Coast offense with Pep Hamilton there, and you see the multiple personnel groups, every play, and just what you're trying to get done with that, and just having history in that offense, and it's clearly, in my view, it's the most quarterback friendly offense in this league. So will definitely be challenged there.
Oof. Bro,
go ahead.
If that's the most quarterback friendly offense, these quarterbacks.
I was about to say, do you call Tom Fuller on that?
No. Here's what I will say: Pep Hamilton is extremely respected in the NFL circles. He is, known as a quarterback whisperer or whatever they say, right? But you can whisper as much as you want in Davis Mills and Kyle Allen's ears. The answers is not going to get through the other side. I'm sorry. So Davis Mills over the last 7 of the 9 starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of his 10 or 11 starts, he's been sacked 3 or 4 times. Voch. He has 4 games of multiple interceptions and 11 interceptions in 10 starts. Voch. He's 6'7", but when you include his neck, he's 7'12", and he can't move. So that means he's going to get sacked a lot. Voch. I mean, I don't know. Oh man.
Hey man, we gonna be nice, man. We ain't gonna do too much poo-pooing on nobody, man. You know what I mean? Mike McCarthy got a job to do. He got to go out there and prep his guys. And I will say that if you don't go out there prepared, you might be embarrassed. Like the Eagles almost did when they played Houston and all that. But
yeah, you're right.
If we just simply go out there and take care of business, everything will be fine, man. Everything will just be fine. We're the better team here. Man, Wilson, I can't even lie and try to come up with, you know what I'm saying?
There is nothing, man. I talked about like 2 people. Laremy Tunsil. There you go. Laremy Tunsil's a fantastic left tackle, but they don't got another Laremy Tunsil on the other side. Hey, your boy, Kenyon Green, struggling this year at left guard, so he's probably going to get his ass whooped by Osa and those boys who. Let me ask you this. Let's switching it up. We basically freestyling here.
Yeah, we talking. Go ahead.
So, the question.
Yes, Carlos Watkins is your best D tackle. What do you mean, Will? Of course. Yes, I agree, Will. Still, go ahead.
No, I was going to bring up Osa, man, because we've had this question posed to both of us on our shows. Is there a bit of a disappointment to Osa or something along the lines, right? And my thought process was they're not asking him to do the same things that we thought they were going to have him do. He's been primarily a pass rushy defensive tackle on the third longs or whatnot. But he got like 3 sacks, man, and he's, I think, top 15 in pressures from the position. So I don't know if I would go as far as disappointment. If he gets you 5 or 6 sacks, that's solid for an interior 3-tech guy who is not going to play 85% of the snaps. I take it.
So let me ask you this: how close do you watch Osa, Will? Still,
I usually watch. I would say Osa would probably be like the 5th or 6th guy. The Diggs, the Micahs, D-Laws. Believe it or not, I watch Jonathan Hankins a lot just because I want to know where we're at with the run defense. Damone Clark, when he's out there, I pay attention to a whole lot. And depending on what safety's in the box. But then Osa usually flashes at me. Sam Williams is another one too. Osa usually flashes at me. But where are you going with Osa?
Osa, and he's a young player still, right? And he's probably got a lot of figuring himself out to do. I was just saying the other day, I forgot whether it was the watch along show, but most players develop like Dorrance Armstrong. They don't always just come out the box ready like we have getting, like we've been getting with a lot of these players. So sometimes it takes guys to have a couple years. When I watch Osa, it would benefit Osa to use his power much more if you watch Osa a little bit, you will notice he works sideways a bunch. Yeah, he'll go, and then he'll immediately start working sideways. That's not where Osa's good. Osa's good when he's punching the shit out of you and he's stronger than you and he's leveraging you. That's where he's better. So I think once Osa understands how to set up his moves off of his power and not try to be quickie guy, he'll be good to go. What I was saying about Carlos Watkins will still is you could probably start Carlos Watkins with Jonathan Hankins. If you have the understanding that most of these teams are going to try to run the ball against you, and they probably going to run the ball early against you,
right?
I'm ready to start Jonathan Hankins and Carlos Watkins. One, because Jonathan Hankins is Jonathan Hankins. You said you like to watch Jonathan Hankins. The very first play of the game, what you saw them attempt to combo Jonathan Hankins, and it was like, all right, the center left Quentin Nelson by himself, and Jonathan Hankins beat the shit out of Quentin Nelson with. And he made the play by himself, and they ain't left Jonathan Hankins by himself for the rest of the game, right? So Jonathan Hankins probably has earned his spot over Bo. Is what it is. Shots out to you,
100%. Yes.
Shots out to you, Bo. I hope you come back healthy. I think his knee hurt or something like that.
Yeah, it was his knee last week.
All right, cool, Bo. You're backup rotational Hankins guy now. That's fine. It is what it is. At least you're gonna play. In terms of early downs, it would benefit us to put Carlos Watkins there over Osa Odighizuwa and Neville Gap. Carlos Watkins is your second best D tackle. And just in case anybody's listening right now, y'all may assume that Voch may be blowing smoke up his ass right now. Would y'all please, if you haven't, go subscribe to my Patreon where we watch the film in full. All right, cool. Just let's reset. Here we go.
All right.
I love the stuff. I love the song that it just died slow. So, if you're a part of my Patreon, then you were able to see Carlos Watkins and the assessment that I put on him. And if anybody's in my chat box right now that was in the Patreon, then y'all know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. Carlos Watkins eat those double teams up. Not as good as Jonathan Hankins, but he's the second best double team eater and don't get moved guy on the team. The chat being funny. The chat being funny. Whatever.
Los was our best interior run defender last year.
Yes.
That's why I wasn't so fast to kick him off the bridge in the offseason. Even when, Tristan Hill was showing out and whatnot, I'm like, man, Los got something to him, man. And Bo respect, and those boys respect him in the D line room. So
for sure. Boom, 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 boom. See if I can try to get one of our YouTube friends to help us through this drought. But yes, so am I disappointed with Osa? No, not necessarily, but I do think we have to look at his usage and because look, even Neville, right? Neville's a guy that we like a little bit, but Neville will get pushed around in the run game, man. You know what I mean? Just to kind of keep it a buck. Neville will get pushed around in the run game. Osa will play his gap, he'll get lost in the run game. But we talking about your best players, I will deploy Hankins and Carlos out there first. So I'm glad that you asked me that, Wilson, because it definitely burnt a good 10 minutes. But I do think that that's something that we need to be keeping our eyes on, just the D-line rotation. Because when we first walked into it this season, that was a hard room to try to figure out, right. Just what big boys we're gonna keep, who we're gonna move around. And Tristan dipped out, and John Ridgway is with the Washington Football Wizards now. So if we're left with, besides the two guys we thought was going to start, ain't that crazy? The two dudes that we thought was going to start ain't the dudes that we want starting right now. Ain't that crazy?
You talking about
Osa and Neville were the darlings last January. The closer you get to training camp, closer you get to October, you know what I mean? Now we're sitting up here early December or whatever, like, hey man, Jonathan Hankins. So I don't want Jonathan Hankins to get so many reps, man, but damn, like he just works.
But I think there's context to it. You want to start Carlos because you want to start Carlos, with guys, a team that's going to run. I'm still okay with Osa starting because he's a traditional 3-tech, and I think he does good 3-tech things, and you got to have a 1-tech and a 3-tech. Where Los is really, he a 1-tech now, bro, in this defense. So that's kind of 2 1-techs, but for what's best, I guess, early downs, teams trying to run, that makes sense. But I'm okay. I'm still cool with Osa starting because he is a true traditional 3. I guess it's a matter of how they want to deploy it.
So with context, for sure. Yeah. You know, this isn't me kicking Osa off a bridge. This isn't me being disappointed in Osa, because I still think Osa does good things for you. But like Micah Parsons says, man, teams play us scared. That's a real life thing. Teams are definitely playing us scared.
Yeah.
So, and it's almost like two phases, Will, still. You know what I mean? Where a team goes, all right, we running and we getting rid of the ball quick. Your pass rush does not stand a chance. We running, we getting rid of the ball quick. And then we get to the end of the game where, all right, we got to throw the ball. And then you racking up turnovers because you're throwing the ball to us, or we're bringing you to the ground, right? So while we're in that phase of run stopping, I need Carlos to get a bunch of reps. Now, closer to the point where, hey, it's time to get some pass rushing in, like late second quarter, third, like the whole second half or something like that. That's when you can give me more Osa and Neville. That's what I'm saying.
How you feel about the run defense of late? They're doing pretty damn good over the last 3 games. Now I understand yards per carry against Minnesota, but 73 yards Minnesota, 90 yards against the Giants, and that was they shut down Saquon. And then it'll say 106 yards for the Colts, but they were held under 100 yards until the final 2 carries of the game where they were just milking the clock, right? So you essentially held 3 teams to under 100 yards when it mattered in the game. So to me, it's looking like it's trending up. And even if you add context, right, with Minnesota, you know, they were running decently, but then the score got out of hand. But that ain't our problem.
Sure. When it matters, right? Glad you said that. Running when it matters, and when it matters, I think we're pretty solid versus the run. And you know what I look at the most is, did they kill us? Right. So did the run game kill us this game? And the run game ain't kill us this game. It's only been a handful of games this year where the run game's killed us anyway.
Right.
And you know, y'all, you know, they get all the yards they want, the option get the yards they want. But you know, just watching Jonathan Taylor throughout the game, Jonathan Taylor really didn't get going. He didn't really get crazy. It hasn't been the run game for me. It's always been the chunk plays. It's always been the deep passes for me. Those are the ones that really grind my gears a little bit. You know what I mean? So I think the run game will be fine, and I think the run game will continue to be fine. But we got to take away those deep passes on cornerback number 2. With that being said, Segway Jones, Mike McCarthy was asked about Kendall Sheffield, Mackenzie Alexander, formerly of Clemson and formerly of the Minnesota Vikings, and Kelvin Joseph. How do these corners kind of fit in this room? Yo, Will said Sahai did that. So Sahai.
Mackenzie.
Yeah. There was this joke going around back in draft season when he was coming out of Clemson. We used to just call him Matt Kenzie. It was just thing going around my channel. Don't worry about it. Mike McCarthy talking about Mackenzie Alexander, Kendall Sheffield, and Kelvin Joseph.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Alexander's something actually I'm very familiar with him in Minnesota. So I think he's, you know,
The
excellent
conference
addition.
has been
You know, had a good workout yesterday. You know, really we'll see how he works today. So obviously him and Sheffield will be a part of our thought process moving forward.
Is Joseph still kind of like the lead in that position there?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I think the way we finish the game is a way that will, you know, continue to work, and, you know, look at the other combination. You know, Nashawn Wright's part of this too, and, you know, so you know, we're not giving away the starting lineup and all the defensive personnel groups we're going to line in, but I think it's obvious as you go through our depth chart.
Shouts out to Mackenzie Alexander and Kendall Sheffield, but Kelvin Joseph got first rights to this thing. I understand that, you know, Mike McCarthy got to say everybody's name to make everybody feel good. He even mentioned Nashawn Wright there, and that's fine. The writers at the press conference, they even asked a bunch of questions about Nashawn Wright. I think y'all wasting y'all time on that. I mean, Alexander's the most important in this thing, though, Will, still.
Yeah.
Because if you look at how he plays, the type of player that he is, besides DaRon Bland, he is now your only nickel corner. So that's where I think Mackenzie has some value for you. Kendall Sheffield is a player that can do both. But besides that, you just got a whole bunch of dudes that play outside corner for you.
That's why it was important to get him.
That's why it was important to get him, Will, still. And Dan Quinn loves his nickel packages. Dan Quinn ain't going away from his nickel packages for nobody. So first of all, we're not looking at Mackenzie like when he first came out of Clemson or anything like that. We're not looking at him like he's gonna be some star here. You know, like he was available for a reason. I will say that. He was available for a reason. And I just remember the end of his Vikings campaign not being very great. Also, us being Cowboy fans, you know, us playing versus the Vikings, y'all probably have memories of us beating the shit out of Mackenzie Alexander and targeting him and playing Find a Scrub with him. But if DaRon Bland goes down, you have a huge, huge problem at your nickel corner spot. So that's what McKenzie is going to be there for. He is I wouldn't say today. I wouldn't say he's going to be your backup nickel corner soon, but I think that you're going to be working him in to at some point be your backup nickel corner. So he may not be a better player than Kendall Sheffield, but you can see a route where he gets on the field before Sheffield does. That makes sense, Will, still?
Yep. When you lose AB, a lot of people don't bring this up, but you also lost your backup slot corner. So, AB was a 2-for-1 from outside in, and a lot of people don't like him. It is what it is. But he did provide that ability to go inside if he needed to. Now, like you said, if they were to either lose Ron Bland or say, hey, we want to try Bland outside, there's nobody inside. So now they got McKenzie out, and he's an experienced guy. He had a nice 3-year stretch with Minnesota, and then he, went to Cincinnati. Was okay, and then he struggled last year in Minnesota. So that was his worst year. He gave up 4 touchdowns. Prior to that, he only gave up 3 touchdowns in his career. So, he found a groove. So maybe, Dan Quinn, Al Harris, this is a good defensive staff. Maybe he can come here and after about a week or 2, he can get involved. I think he'll be involved sooner than later, at least on the active roster due to his ability to play the slot.
Yep. Like, it's not about the talent ability. Like, it's not him versus Sheffield directly or him versus Nahshon directly. They play two totally different spots. Like, they both corners for sure, but nickel corner in particular is what makes him valuable. So next time y'all in y'all social media streets, be sure to mention that. All right, Mike McCarthy. I said I wasn't gonna mention Odell Beckham Day, but shit, it's 3:47. Also, too, Chad. I know I said phones. I know I said I was gonna let y'all come in and talk for a long time today. Yeah, me and Will still figured it out. So by the time we get to y'all, I lied. My bad. Mike, how'd you meeting with Odell Beckham go?
Very well. I know personally, extremely impressed with Odell. Enjoyed our time together. Liked his vibe, and just enjoyed everything about, our talk. We didn't talk a whole lot about football. I talked more about life and family. So I think for the most part, I thought it was a very, very positive, productive visit.
There you go. Clarence Hill say, is he ready to play?
ESPN, is Odell ready to play? Do you think he's close to being able to get back on the field?
Well, I think just like anything, because the other part of it going through it yesterday, I think we all recognize this is it's a very unique situation. I've never been part of this type of situation in December. So, there's a lot of variables, as far as medical, obviously there's always a financial component and a coaching component. So, you obviously know where my conversation was focused on. So, as far as the evaluation or anything, in the medical realm, I don't ever speak on that. So,
I think I'm out on Odell Beckham Will still.
Yeah, I'm over it. I tell you that much. I can care less at this point, man. And you were in there on a conversation this morning. Fella said that the only way the Cowboys is going to beat the Eagles is with Odell Beckham. I was like, that's buffoonery.
Yes, yeah.
And then he took it another level. He said, "Yeah, and he's gonna have to miss the first wild card game and come back in the division game to play the Eagles. Like that's the only way the Cowboys." I mean, it was just too much going on there, in my opinion.
Yeah, man,
I'm just over it, bro. I'm over it.
Yeah, it's tomfoolery, man. It's tomfoolery. Odell Beckham was a piece that's nice to have. He would have been a piece that was nice to have. But if he ain't gonna be healthy, then shit. Right. You know what I mean? If he's only gonna play 3 games for you, well, shit. You know what I mean? So if you like I said, man, if you was able to get him and he plays multiple games, we said this yesterday in case y'all weren't here. You're not allowed to miss shows, whatever. If he was here, for like 7 weeks, 8 weeks or something like that, then you possibly got something to talk about, man. Man, we got 5 games left, man. Got 5 games left, and then we got playoffs, bro. Right. So in my mind, the way we've been moving offense, and look, y'all come out, not y'all, but y'all like internet, right? Internet can come out with all the numbers. Can come out with all the numbers they want to, talking about the Cowboys wide receiver grades and they, as a unit and the usages and shit like that. But we are a different team.
Right.
Every offense has an algorithm. We don't run an offense where we need 4 receivers to have high grades. We just need 2.
I had to let a gentleman on Twitter know, like, he was, I don't know if he's a Cowboy fan or not, but he was talking about how Dak Prescott downfield, this and that. I said, what you got to understand, this isn't 2021, 2020 where you had those type of receivers. This is a different team. This is a team that's replaces explosive plays with efficiency underneath. And honestly, that's the formula right now. If they were to have a healthy Odell Beckham, they would get a little bit of that explosive playness back. But it's clear as day that they don't need that to get it done for 5, 8, or 9 more games.
Yeah. We run the ball. We CD Lamb you. We sometimes gallop you, and we tight end you to death. That's what we do. And we play fucking defense. We play some guys. Because look, all the points that we've scored to this point, all the number one offense that we've done to this point has been done with your terrible offense, with your terrible wide receiver grade and your 31st offensive line pass block win rate. Right. Why don't y'all tell the 49ers that they need a third receiver some shit? Tell them. Tell the fucking.
And we got the pieces schematically. Like that's the thing about Kellen is that he's shown that he has packages and he can do things schematically, but he has to just put it all together, and that'll be the identity as opposed to this randomness of, all right, we see something that works and we never see it again. Like there's no need to hide it. Make people prepare for that every game, in my opinion. But so we got the pieces. The pieces are on the board. It's just up to him to put it in that bag for that game, and then obviously the players to execute. We have the pieces. I'm not tripping about no damn Odell.
Yeah, man. I saw somebody in the chat early. No, we good. No, we not. All right, cue that music with. I gotta call Xfinity because there's been change in my home. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta call Xfinity to get a little bump in the internet. But I want to see if the volume will pay for my internet.
Listen, they probably will. They could write that off, but anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Get the little home office dip. I got you. All right, so phones, like I said, yeah, man. I was gonna let y'all talk for a long time, man, but it's about 3:50, so we're gonna go ahead and let y'all get. So how about this? Let's do 1 point. Okay, come in, get a real good point, and if you have a second point, make it quickly. All right, so let's do a point and a quick one. I think that's good to go. All right, let's go. Let's get DJ on the phone. I think he was here first. What's up, DJ?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing today?
Cool, my guy. Trying to talk about the Texans. What you got for the show?
Hey, man, as far as everything going on with the Texans this week, you can't overlook nobody, but nobody who's a Dallas Cowboy fan is really concerned this week. So my main thing is with this whole Odell situation. I haven't really addressed it. I'm like, if we get him, cool, but we're not known for going out and getting people. So, like, I'm not expecting anything. The thing with it is that, no, we don't need him. But my big thing is when we run into that situation, whether we might not, but if we do run into that situation, nothing's working. There's a couple of occasions where that's happened over the past couple of years. Then it would be nice to have that last stitch, extra weapon to kind of have on the board, an extra tool to pull just in case you need it. But at the end of the day, nobody's really done that to us this year. So it's one of those occasions where, hey, it might happen, but you can't sell all your eggs throw all your eggs in the one basket and try to get this guy who's non-committal and may not even be ready this year. So, I mean, and even if he does, if you do bring him on and he does go out and play, middle of January, if he's even the same guy that, you expect him to be and who you paid to be on your team in the first place. So, if it happens, cool. But it's really not something that we need to press or have so much focus on at this point because he came in Monday, he didn't sign Monday, didn't sign Tuesday. Let's move on and just worry about the rest of the season. And if he comes on, great. If not, let it go.
Yeah. Sound about right to me. Appreciate you, DJ.
Yes, sir.
And you know, because look, we're still. I was listening to I forgot what I was listening to when I heard him say. I think the radio. I was listening to the radio or something. You know how like normally by now, no, Locked On Podcast. Shouts out to y'all. You know how like by now we got all kind of Odell like Beckham videos of him running in the sand and him playing on his knee and jumping around and working with his trainer.
There's
and
like
shit.
one.
Yeah, we gotta be like him in the weight room or something. You know what I mean? I want to see you like plant off that leg and explode, and we didn't see nothing like that. And you know, I think what was going around was, I'll show up, but I ain't working out. And I'm like, man, that's telling. That's telling. So that's gonna be the case, man. We good, bro. I appreciate you though, but we good. We good. Okay, that's just somebody in the chat box talking crazy. All right, shouts out to you. Let's go, V from Dallas. What up, V?
Voch, what's good, man? Good to hear from you again, brother.
Shouts out to you, player.
Big fan.
Okay. Sure. Will Steele, why don't you say what's up back to him? Will
Salute.
Steele,
What's goody, man?
What's good, V? What you got for the show?
Yeah. For the Texans, I ain't got nothing, bro. Basically.
Yeah, me neither, man.
Basically, fuck them.
Yeah.
My quick point, fellas, y'all have watched so much film on Deron Bland and Kelvin Joseph. Am I crazy, or would it be possible to switch them? And I'll let y'all talk about it. Like Deron Bland playing on the outside and Boss Man Fat playing on the inside. Appreciate it, fellas.
Appreciate you, man. My only problem with that is that we've seen Kelvin play outside, we've seen Deron play inside. You know what I mean? And I don't think they're gonna do a whole bunch of moving just to be moving. I ain't seen Kelvin Joseph play inside, so I don't even know if that's something that he does. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I ain't gonna lie to you. When they drafted Nashawn Wright last year and Kelvin Joseph in back-to-back rounds, which is looking like what the hell? I assume the future would be Nashawn on the outside, Kelvin on the inside, just because of the Nashawn 6'4", long. He's a boundary corner. But then the last 2 years, Kelvin is not playing in the slot, so I don't think that's going to happen. Hence why they went out and got Mackenzie Alexander.
All right. Boy, we overdrafted the shit out of Mayshawn, didn't it?
Stop the cap.
Yeah, that was I'd have to go back and see who else is on there, but I'm pretty sure you could have drafted somebody else more useful, man.
All this Texas talk got me sleepy, man. I apologize, chat. My bad, man. Cowboy J, what up?
What's up with you, Voch?
What's good, big dog? What you got for the show?
Not much. Just chilling. And my point is this. Do you think that we have the best safety combo in the league? And do we have the best tight end combo in the league? And do you think that our tight end combo can ride us to the bowl, honestly?
Yes.
Without having to use OBJ?
Yes.
So is a combo considered two?
Or are you talking about all four? Because you talking about four tight ends, or you just talking about like
I like all. I think nobody got a better four, but maybe
I like all four.
Possibly better two. I have to go around the league, but
yeah, some teams they ain't got four. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Right.
I mean, Kelsey and you can put out a statue to me, but I'll take that too.
People about the OBJ situation, they like, oh well, if y'all putting up 50 points, y'all don't really need them. Like my boy, he's a Giants fan. And me and him be vectoring back and forth. I'm like, y'all can have him, because I mean, honestly, we got four. We got 4 tight ends that we can run, and we got Dak. I mean, he's a dog. He can make people look better than what they are, honestly. And they like Dak sucks. You know how people are. But honestly, I think that these tight ends can run us there, and with how Zeke's running and how CP's running, I think we're fine. We don't need these scrubs, honestly.
And honestly, man, all this passing game stuff is cool, but your running back's kind of going crazy right now. You know what I mean? We rushing for 200 yards a game on these people, man.
Quietly, Dallas has had multiple 200-yard performances over the last few weeks. Nobody's talking about that.
Like both of them can go.
Then your quarterback going crazy. So
quarterback is Oh yeah, it's just...
Look, I was saying because it'll be cool to have for like next year or something. Like, so I ain't gonna say fuck Odell Beckham, but like, well, but I'm just saying like because
I say it for you. Fuck.
I don't want to say that. Okay, fine, you can say it, but like a lot of Will's energy came from the caller that called his show this morning. That was saying, "Oh my God, we can't beat the Eagles unless we have Odell Beckham." I'm like, dog, man, them shot gonna run a field day on them people, man. It's cool,
exactly,
because that's just it's the system that we run. We run this system to where our 4 tight ends, 2 running backs, 2 and a possible receivers and quarterback. You know what I mean? Like we got dudes, we just ain't got like 11 personnel like type dudes, but we got 14 personnel.
That's the thing, right? Like if this was the 20.
Okay, Cabo.
You ain't got a lot of teams where I feel confident enough that I feel like a lot of teams ain't got enough linebackers fast enough
to
be able to run with them boys. So
go ahead, Wilson. What you say?
Yeah, if this was 2020, 2021, hell, even 2019, where we were a heavy 11 personnel squad, then yeah, I think Odell's value goes up on a down-to-down basis. I think right now his down-to-down value is not that high to me. It will be more so critical moments than anything. That's where his value comes in, because he's that kind of player. But you're not an 11 personnel team anymore. They've adapted. They've adapted to doing more 12 stuff, and then when they do go to 11, moving CD around and using Noah Brown in different, kind of that wide guard. I think we need to really start doing that.
Wide guard.
That needs to be a thing. So kudos to Kellen to Justin.
Okay, I got one. I'm sorry. I got one more point. Who's more valuable, Donovan Wilson or Jay Ron?
There's
Jay Ron.
I don't.
Both of them nasty.
I don't think there's a either or there.
Well, I mean, you use all 3 of them though. You know what I'm saying? And they all do different things.
We do.
They all do different things. So I mean, I was saying Jay Ron because he's like leader type guy or whatever. Like he's like the head of household, and Donovan's kind of like the missile that goes in there and tears shit up. But you need both of them dudes. Like I'm not trying to bench one for the other. So appreciate you,
right.
Appreciate it, Cowboy Jack.
All right.
Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, well, the beautiful thing is, over the last 2 years, you've seen both of them exist without each other, and they both have played at a high level. So that's why it's hard for me to say either one. I don't think it matters. If one goes out, I think the other one is good enough to be fine, and we saw that. We saw it this year. J. Ron was out for multiple games, and Dono snapped. Last year, Dono was out for a bunch of games. J. Ron snapped.
And also, too, if you have any type of doubts that you could use your tight ends to be great on offense, if you go back and watch some of the film from the Colts game, Gilmore lined up on Dalton Schultz a lot. You know what I mean? So that just says that just tells you what the ops think about your guys. Not that Dalton Schultz is like he ain't fucking Gronkowski or no shit like that. But in the context of this offense, and that's probably what a lot of people missing. Odell Beckham probably is a better risk. I don't know where he at right now with his knee and shit.
All right.
But
in
context,
Odell.
But in context of this offense, man, Dalton Schultz is dangerous if you don't account for him. That's all. That's basically how we'll say it like that. So, I'm cool with that. Let's get Reek on the phone. See what he's talking about. What up, Reek?
Real quick, Reek. Did Dalton Schultz play in that Eagles game? I don't think he did.
I'll tell you in 2 seconds. I don't remember him playing, but Cooper Rush
he did.
So, what I mean? Cooper Rush has that effect on people.
Yeah, you're right. Cooper Rush definitely will not
Cooper
throw
Rush
Dalton Schultz
the whole time. Cooper Rush cared nothing about Dalton. Look, Noah Brown was a star, and it's crazy we ain't seen much from Noah Brown since that came back. But
all right. I don't think he played. That come on, man.
I'll go look. He's on my fantasy team.
He didn't play.
I'll look and check for you.
He was out.
Go ahead. He was out?
Yeah.
Well, shit. Go ahead, Reek. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, Sky? What's going on?
What's goody?
Voch. What's up, Cooler, my guy? Chill.
He's joking with you, Voch.
Hey, Will, somebody called your show this morning. Hey, Will, hold on, time I read. Somebody called your show this morning, Will. And like, hey, man, I just want to say what's up to Voch, in case you listen.
But though, he did it like this. I just want to say what's up to Voch. You hear that, Voch? You hear that, Voch? Just want to let you know.
Go ahead, Reek. My bad.
Yeah, got to show. I don't miss no shows.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. the whole Odell Beckham thing. If he's not healthy, we can't do nothing with him right now. If we can circle back by next season, he's still down to come over here. That's cool. That can work for a reasonable price. But we got to work with what we got. And if we don't have to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the attitude we got to have with this team, because we still got a couple of receivers that we don't know nothing about, and that's Washington and the other guy that Odell used to play with. And we pretty much rolling. The guys that we need to be rolling on this team, they're starting to roll, and I'm okay with that. As long as the quarterback, he's good. We got to get more protection for him. And for these running backs to open up some holes, as far as Chief Smith and young Chief Smith, I'm cool. Let's do it. But my thing is, I don't want to take the Texans lightly, even though they they're not a really good team. I still don't want to take them lightly. I still want to go in there. If we're going to go in there, steamroll them, let's steamroll them, and rest our starters the rest of the game. I would like to see that too. I really believe that we're going to do what we got to do. As long as we don't play with our food and go and play to our philosophy as far as 30-30 game, 30 runs, 30 passes, man, it's going to be hard for us to get beat when we got to play these tough teams. And when the playoffs start, we're going to be a hard out. And that's all. That's the only thing I really ask for from the Cowboys. I just want us to be a hard out. I want these guys to fight to the end. And not give up, you know what I'm saying? Or not lay down. I want us to play to the competition, whether it's a low competition or it's the best competition. Because I think we can beat anybody, if you ask me, when we're rolling.
Right.
But that's all I really got to say about that.
Appreciate you,
I'll
Reed.
holla at y'all.
Appreciate you, Reed. Good call. What happened with Keith Smith?
I think he meant Tyler.
Ain't no way he meant Tyler. He said Keith. That ain't close.
It ain't close, but we're going to have to press this music button again, though, bro.
Shit, go ahead. Yeah, man, Keith Smith was a good player. When he was here, man.
How did we get to Keith, though?
I don't know how the hell we got to Keith, man. Let's get D Schiff on the phone, see what he talking about. What up, D Schiff?
Hey, what's up, man?
Cool.
Man, it's interesting what you do when you research stuff, man. Very interesting.
Yep.
So I was kind of peeping, man. Everybody makes a big deal about, them little Eagles and how the Cowboys gonna, be able to take down the mighty Eagles.
Right.
But
Go beat the shot of the Eagles.
I was talking to a 49er fan, man. He was, kind of down about his boy Garoppolo, and we start reminiscing on the playoff game, and for the casual fan who doesn't really know the Cowboys like talking about, it was to his surprise.
I'm about to say Keith Smith don't even play tackle neither.
We only ran Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard only had 5 touches.
Right.
If you're coaching this team, from what you know about our team, from what you know about Tony Pollard, would you only give him 5 touches? He's like, man, you better not. So then you look at the Eagles game and how lopsided that first half. Don't you know Tony Pollard only touched the ball 3 times? So my question to you, Voch, is, because coming into the season, I had my chest pumped out. Like, yeah, we're going to take a step forward. We're going to be a better team because we're going to utilize our tight ends doing that. Our running backs are going to take over. Right. We got more strength at the left guard position. We're going to be all right without Cooper.
That's why I say Marty Smith.
We're better without Cooper. You say that's a fair assessment?
So better without
I'm not
Cooper.
Saying we're a better team because he's not on the team, but we are a better team this year, and Amari Cooper's not on the team. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I hear you, man, but boy, it'd be nice to have that motherfucker here, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, no, it would be. It would be.
I
but
think
at the end of the day,
I think you mentioned it though.
Utilizing our run to the point that we don't have enough touches for those 3 receivers.
You can get it done, goddamn, because
You can get it done.
Listen,
I feel you. I mean, you can get it done.
Because
I like
listen,
that, you know,
I mean, we was doing it in 2019,
I
2021.
I would love to upgrade.
You know what I'm saying? Because if Hendershot gotta just sit his ass down for a little bit, then you find a way to give Cooper his touches. What I think the biggest difference is that we just respect Tony Pollard now. Like we just respect we
run the ball.
Just the run game and Tony Pollard get his respect now. And I would have loved to see what this offense looks like when you using Tony Pollard and Amari Cooper or Tony Pollard properly with Amari Cooper. I can't even fathom how fire this offense would be. You know what I'm saying? And then
talking about Super Bowl vibes.
And then you know the defense is doing its thing. So you throw that on top of it. Oh fuck,
Yeah, man, because I mean, the defense get us little turnovers, and Cooper Rush get a little 3 points, and Dak just gets touchdown after touchdown. It's the coach's fault. They sorry, But that's that's neither here nor there. So my thing is, man,
Amari Cooper, boy,
I got trust issues, Voch. I got trust issues, bro. And so I want to believe that we're gonna go into the playoffs and stick to the script, just like I wanted to believe that Tampa game we were gonna do that. The Philly game, I felt like we were going to do that. And, Cooper Rush, I don't know where the hell he got his ego from, the audacity for him to throw more than whatever the hell he threw, But my thing is, should I be nervous, Voch? Should I be nervous? Should I feel like somebody's going to break my trust again and mess up this good thing going?
Nah.
We got a nice, steady relationship going on, bro. Like, are they gonna be fast again, man? Are they gonna go to that club again? And
if you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, go to church. We'll be all right.
I just got trust issues, bro. I got trust. Now I know.
I got them too.
I know that this. I'm fully confident. If this team sticks to the script, we can beat anybody. That we gonna win that 6.
Yeah.
But God damn it, they better not mess it up, Voch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel you, D-Shift. Don't worry about it, man. We'll be out. Yeah, no, don't. Hey, look, don't you worry about it, man. Keep your head up. Don't you lose no rest over this. All right, D-Shift hung on the phone. Hey, man, let's say he heard that Eva. He heard Will Steele getting his board ready, boy.
I was loading up the clip, man, boy.
He say, Voch, do you trust this team? I say, yeah. But Voch, you know how this team can be scandalous sometimes, right? I say, yup.
It's cheating.
You know how it is when they leave the club with that dress on, huh? I say, what? You know when they got that dress on, they out there with their thought friends. I'm like, no. With they thought friends, Voch. Like D-Shift is bringing his real life into his Cowboys.
Sound like you.
And that's trauma, man. That's trauma, dog. We're not gonna do that, but we like it, D-Shift. Appreciate you.
I'd imagine he talking about Kellen.
He's talking about Kellen.
Yeah, which Kellen is totally understandable.
Hey, being a part of Kellen is a I was about to say it's a toxic relationship, man. It's a, you know what I mean? It's a lot of coming back and leaving and coming back.
I just think McCarthy's going to have that talk. I mean, you don't got kids, Voch, but for those out there that have kids, when you go to the grocery store, you go to an amusement park, wherever the hell you go, somewhere out in public, if you got a badass kid or a kid with the tendency of doing some issue you don't like, you have a talk with them in the car. So you just got, pretend you pulling up to the playoffs, you in the car. McCarthy need to have that talk with Kellen Moore. Now, once we get in here at AT&T Stadium or Tampa Stadium or wherever we at, I'm going to need you to get your shit together. Okay? All of that stuff you was doing before we got here, you cannot do it right now. All that acting up you was doing, no. Go in here and get your shit together. Don't ask me for nothing. Just do what I said do on Monday through Saturday. I think we got it.
Because the answer is no.
Right.
Because Kellen, look, AOL, I at least got to respect. I at least got to respect Kellen, man. He didn't run the double CD Lamb wide receiver pass to like 2-point conversion. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't in the middle of the.
Yeah, they was having fun. They was having fun at that point.
They was having fun at that point. But like, but that's normally one of them 2nd and 10 plays Kellen call. Try to get. Like, hey, you doing too much, Kellen. Adrian S just said the Tatianas. Yes. Kellen go out there and get around them Tatianas and come back and start acting like them. Tatianas. Uncle Charlie, we ain't heard from Uncle Charlie in a minute. What's good with your aunt?
What's up, Kings?
Oh man,
Players, what's happening?
Come on, man. What's good with you, aunt?
Man, let me tell you something, man. I have trust in the Voch Lombardi show, and and the Skywalker show, but I don't have trust in Satan because he's been going through the earth for 2,000 years, to and fro, creating distractions. So what was this Odell Beckham thing was? A distraction. Our team is now are starting to peak. And we don't need no distractions. Odell, OD, whatever you want to call yourself, if you want to play for the Cowboys, that's fine. But we'll talk to you in the off season. All this stuff is a distraction. We are right where we need to be. And James Washington haven't even got on the field yet. And he reminds me of Dez Bryant. His game is like Dez Bryant. Let's give his brother a chance. Let's see what we got. If you still want to sign Odell and he don't play, fine, that's Jerry Jones' business. Jerry Jones will do what he wants to. Because any two times you can buy a $250 million yacht, you can buy anything you want. Let me just say this. My favorite player is Boss Man Sack. And he ain't been getting enough time on the field because Anthony Brown, it's unfortunate. I'm praying for that brother. It's unfortunate he got knocked out the game. But Anthony Brown just could not find that ball in there. And Boss Man Sack is a little bit more athletic, a little bit more stronger, and he's a hell of a tackler. But I can tell you this, one thing he got them purple lips. Oh, come on, y'all. Y'all know he got them Mary Jane lips. We love you, Mary Jane. Do you? You keep on smoking and we'll keep on winning. And that's all I got to say, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Good call. Yeah, man. Kelvin do look high all the time. Now, John G from Dallas, from DMV Fanatic, y'all go check him out on YouTube. John G's made a fantastic point, Will Steele. Ever since this Odell Beckham distraction habit, we've been beating the shit out of people. We've been beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, I had that conversation with Jesse. I wondered what he would say because he was like, I don't know, man, might have been the distraction going into Green Bay. Beckham? You think Beckham was a distraction going into Green Bay? No, Green Bay was a distraction going into Green Bay. Hey, McCarthy, how you feel about returning back to your home? They out here whooping on dudes ever since that Beckham stuff popped up. These suckers ain't distracted. The media is.
Yeah. I honestly think they don't really. I mean, they hear it, of course, but I think they've probably gotten used to how Cowboy media works, or just being a member of the football team while media does its thing. Like if you coming from another team, like if you coming from like if y'all on Bengals or something, Bengals been getting covered H1, but if you coming from a smaller market and then you go into Dallas, I can imagine how that can probably be a little jarring for you. But if you're a Cowboy player, you've been a Cowboy, like that probably numb to all this shit now. You know what I mean?
Something I'm learning, and maybe I'll get in trouble for saying this, and the people in the media won't like me.
Oh,
this is not a football-driven media here in Dallas. It's not. It is a headline-driven media. It is a drama-driven media, and maybe you could argue that's Jerry's fault. That's the Cowboys, stardom fault. But this is not a football-driven media. There is a handful that I respect. I'm about to name a bunch that do ask the football questions, that do get down to the nitty-gritty and whatnot. But there are also probably just as many or more of those who are not interested in those things. So this is a drama, more driven media, in my opinion. And media is a big deal, man.
Now, just because I'm Voch, we friends in real life. When the show is over and all the phones and microphones get called,
I'll name names.
I got some names too, but man, you gonna do a lot of time. It's just that, man, and that's why I like about our content. We'll still we'll look at a headline, a drama-inducing headline, and we'll go, that bullshit. And we'll go right back to just educating, or presenting information, or just giving giving opinions with good context or whatever. So that's what I like about what we do here. So shouts out to all y'all that tune in to us. Here's a word call for y'all for tuning in for us. This is for y'all. Drop a flame. Here we go. That's for y'all. Let me turn you up. It's for y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let's get this last call out of here, and we'll wrap up the show.
Shaq said they about to take my media badge. They about to blackball me. Now,
William, you can't be giving away the secrets here, so just give us our shit back, all right?
Yeah, is that Skywalker over there? Nah, that nigga can't come in here. He's talking shit.
It's I bet you enjoyed having all this access to camp last year, huh? Well, too bad.
Right.
Too bad. Yeah, I'm William Steele, because when you're doing the business, you're William there.
William.
Hey, I'm a William Steele with
It's a strong name.
With A to Z Dallas, huh? You're the one.
You're the one. No,
you're the
I'm
one.
hit him with. No, I'm hit him with.
Yeah, this William Steele from The Volume. The Volume.
Talk your shit. Talk that volume shit, Will Steele.
We ain't got to do that.
Shout out to Logan and them.
Shouts out to Logan, man. Logan, call me, man. Call me, bro. I got some Voch vouchers I need to work on, man. I got some friends that can make this company better. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry. 409, I done unmuted you and everything. What's up, 409? I'm sorry. What's up? Who this?
What's up, man? This is Terry.
What up, Terry? What you got for the show?
Man, my question is, I live about 30 minutes outside of Houston, but I've been a Dallas Cowboy fan for basically all my life. And it is no Houston Texans content creators nowhere in the area, none whatsoever. Yeah. And you and Will Steele show I've been watching for the past year, 2 years, 3 years, and I just tip my hat to y'all. Voch, you, Will, Law, even Okoye Media, West Coast Cowboys. I watch all of y'all.
That's the key.
And y'all are the best at what y'all do. Film breakdown, Cowboy talk, even the fun games, you know what I'm saying, the BS, all that.
Yeah.
I was just basically calling in just to give y'all a salute, and my question is, do y'all know of any Houston Texans content creators like it is Dallas Cowboys content creators?
There's one dude I ran into via the internet last year. I can't remember his name, though, brother. But he was like the only one that I saw last year. But if I find it, man, I'll tell Voch and we'll talk about it on the show.
For sure. We'll be sure to get his name out and give him a little boost.
It don't even matter.
Okay.
That's just, I was just throwing it out there just to give y'all even more props at what y'all do, just being Dallas Cowboys content creators.
Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Terry, I just put you down platinum, so next time you call in, we'll know it's you, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Toxic. you doing a thing again, but you want to go out? Yeah, we just go out. All right. That's to pixelations and whatnot.
That's crazy, man. That's great. Hey, man, if anybody see Eastside Harold on the streets, in which I don't think y'all will, but if y'all see him in the streets, man, don't let this get away from him. You know what I mean? Like, don't let him, talk his way out of what's about to happen to him. All right, y'all be sure to hold him to the fire and hold him accountable. Appreciate you, Will, for point guard me through this. Go ahead.
I got you. D-Shift said Eastside Harold, the Houston, Texas content creator. That motherfucker is a Houston, Dallas Cowboys, Texans fan.
The goddamn Texans go out there and lose. He start talking about Astros, man. Like, ain't nobody worry about that, man. I will say though, chat, Terry not lying though. I don't want to say nobody spoiled. It's just that there was a demand for it, so people created supply for it. So, but man, the Cowboy YouTube presence,
it's crazy.
Just the amount of content, man. Look, I imagine with most content people, you just kind of got to deal with whoever you got. You know what I mean? The Cowboys content community is so big, you can actually pick people you don't like. you can actually I don't like XYZ, but I do watch 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? You can actually do that with Cowboys content. So hey man, it's something out there for everybody, man. If you're in this chat, I'm glad you like, me and Will. I'm glad you like the content that we do. We appreciate you for doing that, man.
I don't, and maybe I'm biased. I don't go around the league, but I don't think there is a single other YouTube community as deep as this. Like legitimately deep, not just we got no. There's like legitimately
there's a lot of us, right?
Deep.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Shouts out to everybody tuned in right now. Let's read some supers. We ain't doing nothing else. Well, we're doing plenty because we could just clock out right now and I can go play Madden or something. But let's read some supers. I actually got to run downstairs, man, get some mail. I got a busy day ahead of me, man. I'm up here acting like ain't nothing going on. Here we go. On the volume side, today the 7th. Okay. Jake Smalls dropped 5 in the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. 144 P Voch. Sick of this. The Wi-Fi don't even talk about the Texans. Oh, he said the Wi-Fi don't even want to talk about the Texans. That's hilarious. That's a good one. Appreciate you. Elevon L1184 dropped a deuce and says, just helping out with the internet bill, Voch. Appreciate you, 11. DJ dropped a dime and says, I need to start writing down talking points. I be calling wanting to talk about one thing, but by the time I get on, I just start talking about what y'all talking about. That's funny.
I've been there, bro. I used to chop, man. Listen, I'm a fan. People forget that. I say that all the time. Don't let this everyday, talent thing on air time. I am a fan. I used to call it CBS radio, ESPN, all these little radios, and I would have my little notes like, all right, this is what I want to talk about because I ain't trying to forget. So I feel you. I absolutely feel you.
Funny story. I actually called .com one time on one of their shows. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was Kent Garrison. He was doing a little screening, and I was
Twitter on the 20.
Sure. And I was a driver at the time. I was working at Pizza Hut. And as I was about to get on the phone, I was just listening and just knocking on the door, just waiting on my turn to go on the phone. And the people opened the door to get their pizza. It was a kid. I'm pixelating?
No, I'm laughing because you said they opened the door.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. So the kid opened the door, but the husband and the wife in the house like loud arguing, like fighting, arguing, like and I'm trying to get on .com. So they said, so they was like, what I'm saying, trying to get me. I said, just don't even worry about it. And I hung up the phone.
Damn.
I never called.
And you probably never get a chance to get back in there at that point in time. Yeah. My guy was because it just fit perfectly for my time frame at one point, was the DA show. He on CBS now. I used to call in a Damon Amendola, beat me up type situation. I used to call in his joint all the time, man. I would get through to the point where he knew me. Like he was one of our normal callers. And I thought that was pretty cool, man. Little did I know I'd be having my own call-in show, not too much long later. Kind of crazy.
Wow. Jay-Z said earlier this year, shit is too rough how we grew up. Shit don't even feel real to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just I was working that day job listening to Jeff, listening to Brian and some other people that's in the media space, and and not those people hating on us, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say nothing crazy to nobody. I ain't gonna say nothing crazy to nobody. I ain't gonna talk no shit to nobody. It's all good, man. Let's get back to these soup. I love Jeff, by the way. David Helm's cool. Brian Broadus is cool. Shouts out to all my media friends. New media is about to be a thing. Shouts out to you. We don't wipe these 3 or 4. What's up, Chris? He says, Eagles fan more annoying than my side chicks. Did you see James' breakdown on why the Cowboys should still go sign Odell Beckham? I'm not gonna read the last part. Listen, we cannot continue. We cannot continue this behavior, man. Jane Slater's a close friend of mine, man. She's a friend of the show, man. We can't have that, bro. Like, we can't. She's a friend of the show, man. We can't have that. But I appreciate you for your super chat contribution, man. But be nice.
I plead the fifth.
Be nice, or just keep it in the comments. Say what you want, but keep it in the comments. Let's see. All right, on the Voch side. Trey's neglected trash can.
What?
Appreciate you. He dropped a deuce in the super chat. Says, I think his woman cheating on him. Who cheating on who?
Talking about the D shift when he was saying trust issues.
Oh yeah, you're talking about D shift. That's funny. I think his woman cheating on him. Hey man, you know how it is when they wear their dress and they say that they at their friend's house, but you go out and catch them and they're at the club. Then
I just need the Cowboys to get it together, man.
I just need Kellen Moore to call the right play. That's it. That's funny, man. I try to be progressive and let her have male friends, but she said it's her brother this time. Then it's her cousin. Like, he your brother, your friend, ain't your cousin. Like, what is he?
Just get Lamb the ball, man. Just
That's a good one, Will Steele. Come on, man. What a bit. That's hilarious. Just get let him. Oh shit.
Want to do one more? He trying to tell us something.
Want to do one more, Will Steele? Want to do one more? I mean, yeah, this number. Why do Pizza Hut keep calling her phone? You know, I mean, I understand you can call them, but why you got a number saved as Pizza Hut, Jerry's Chinese restaurant? Like, what does that mean?
Tony Pollard can catch it out the backfield. I just need him to just make sure it happens in the playoffs.
All right, Bosh, all right, Scott, I told y'all later.
Right. There was a subliminal in there. Treat these shit right.
Like, damn, like, what is he really mad at? Oh, shit, my head hurt. No, it's not. All right, appreciate you, though, D-Shift, man. The content's fantastic. Cool Hand Lou, drop 5 and says, today proves a point. With no prep, you all killed it. Appreciate you, sir, because we ain't had shit to say.
Hey, dog, that was real.
That's real. We had nothing. The letter networks prepare for hours and deliver junk. They all need a red truck and a son named Dummy.
Listen,
appreciate you, my guy.
I reached out to Dave personally and said, I would need the finest of the finest in LA and California to deal with what you have to deal with. He is so much better, bro. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, and look, we ain't got. I had a feeling what Dave probably said to you. We ain't got to say it here, but we'll talk about Dave later. But god damn, dog, like what? And I just wish Dave had a little more petty bones in his body. You know
right, me too. Because I'll be like, yo, he's Shady.
Man.
Shady giving you a layup, bro, an alley. You just gotta oop this thing.
Well, I will take that film and I chop it up and I send it to the producer. I say, look, while he talking, just put him in the second box and just put the film right here while he talking. With the rock music behind it, you know what I mean? With some put super excited music 6 behind this, and while he talking about Dak dunking down, we just got a highlight of Dak throwing deep passes.
Shit, as he's talking, I'm cut 6 right now. Cut 6
now. Run it now.
Yeah,
come on, man. But shouts out to Dave though, man. Gonna be Voch, man. Drummer Cam drop 5 and says Jerry Jones, aka Media Puppet Master. Okay, Jerry, aka Media Puppet Master Jones, constantly leaks information as a tactic to use against the players in negotiation. That's the thing that I've been saying on Twitter, Will Steele. Do you think Jerry's wrong for leaking the information? Or for saying that Odell's not healthy? I thought it was obvious.
Yeah, right. It's obvious, but how crazy, right? This is the Dallas media. He goes to the 2 other cities. You don't hear nothing.
Nothing.
My man set foot in Dallas, and it was like,
yeah, the way he planted that foot when he set foot in Dallas just didn't quite look right. So he's not gonna be ready till February.
Odell Beckham stepped off the plane right leg first. What does that mean? He landed gingerly on his left, stepping down the stairs. Good.
But somebody said if you're gonna come to Dallas, though, that's what you got to deal with.
That's what you got to deal with, man. Odell got to be ready for that. That's a good litmus test.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Drummer Camp. Coach Mara drop 5 says, salute, brothers. He just want to show some love. Appreciate you, sir. Sweaty cop. Triple D drop 5. He ain't want to say nothing. He just wanted to show some love. Appreciate you, sir. Sweaty cop. Mr. Leotis dropped a dime and says, I'm watching Monday and Tuesday show. Yeah, I'm watching Monday and Tuesday show, and CD ain't a number 1 receiver. He is the number 1. Okay, you're rewatching Monday and Tuesday show of us fighting with Martise because y'all not allowed to miss shows. Neither are you, Mr. Leotis, but you was probably traveling or something. You was probably tired as hell from that game Sunday. And you just wanted to say that CD ain't a number 1 receiver. He is the number 1 receiver. Appreciate you, Mr. Leotis, for dropping a dime in the super chat. I hope you had fun watching the game. And then you dropped another 5 and said, sorry to bring up old wounds, Sky. You talking about Sky's beef with Martise. It's okay, man. We good. We good. Ain't nothing to happen, Sky. And then Donnie Nepper dropped a dime and says, the war cry drives my wife crazy. So can you play it one time for Mrs. V? Go ahead and turn that audio way up loud, man. Just go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and give you a second. Go ahead and turn it up as loud as you can, Donnie. Sorry, miss.
Stop the cap.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
Now you can turn down the volume.
That is my favorite one, bro.
Will Steele, that's the best clip we've ever thought of, man. It's just so great.
Just think about when he came out.
Will Steele, that's been my favorite line from Forrest Gump. It's one of my 3 favorite lines from Forrest Gump, and I never thought to use it as a sound drop. I be dropping the shit, and it don't even be meaning nothing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
What I should have did was, I don't even want to be disrespectful, but the imaginary woman that D Shift talking about came out of what's her name house. Marcus Hardison, where you at? Marcus, save us. Marcus, save us. Marcus, where you at, brother? Save us, man. Get us up out of here. Bring us home, Marcus. Bring us home.
I'm rooting for a heel Marcus Hardison quote though. There it is.
Oh shit, here we go. As I get older, wait, time out. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me and Will Steele. At the volume, as I get older, I've realized lost money can be found. Lost time is lost forever. Learning to learn and changing yourself is a superpower. Your best teacher is your last mistake. Hey, Marcus spitting on this one.
Talking now.
Hey, Marcus spitting on this one. Like 3 quotes ago, I was confused. He hit me 3. Look, as I get older, I realize lost money can be found. Lost time is lost forever. Learn how to learn and changing yourself is a superpower. Your best teacher is your last mistake. Appreciate you, Marcus Hardison. UNLV, line sleep outside Swati Cop, sir. Let me give you a war call, Marcus Hardison. That was fantastic, sir. That was 3 bangers.
That was.
That's 3 bangers, man. Nick Flores says, at the volume. That's me and Will Steele. Appreciate you, Nick. Look, that's one of my favorite parts of reading the Marcus Hardison quote, man. The music, the at the volume, that's me and Will Steele, watching Will Steele look at me and do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, give me the quote. Come on, bring the quote. And doing my little point on the good part of the quote. On it. Like, come on, man.
It's a lot. This is why we need a damn studio, man. I'm telling you. So much.
Y'all stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. We're gonna work on it, man. Volume 1 to blow some money. We're gonna oblige them. Hey, we love y'all to pieces, man. We ain't have very much for y'all, but we went till 4:38, man. So that's fantastic. We're gonna try to do another one of these tomorrow. You know what I mean? We got to talk about at least normally the past couple weeks is like one unit to be bad, but the other unit to be worth talking about.
Nah, they both bad, bro.
We got 2 bad units to talk about this week. So
there's a couple players we like though. Stingley and Petrie. We'll see what they're doing.
We'll talk about them. But yeah, man, we'll be working on that tomorrow. So be sure to tune in, same time, same place, 3 p.m. Central. Y'all follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. If you want the film, that's on Voch Lombardi on Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. And my non-football platform, twitch.tv. If y'all want to keep up with Will Steele and his fantastic work, is Skywalker Steele on social media. Skywalker, Steele. And A to Z Dallas in the morning, 8:15 to 8:30. He'll take you all the way to 10 o'clock. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Go watch Law Nation after Will's show at 10 o'clock, and he should take you to about 3 p.m. Central. So that's just fantastic setup how we got there. Hey, we're gonna go clock out. We love y'all to peace. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Wilson Peace Whiskey. Until tomorrow, volume.